Students, this is Manju Lamba. We are again here for chapter 3. We have done chapter 1, part 1 of this chapter 2, stories about flying. His first life by Liam O'Flaherty. We already have done this chapter, and today we are going to start with the second part of the chapter, that is Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick Forsyth. Okay, so we will do this chapter. Be ready. Let's see the part now for second part. So this chapter basically deals with a pilot, story of a pilot. He has a strange experience, and during that experience he met a mysterious pilot who saved his life. He didn't know him, but this in the sky this strange man came for his help, and he was saved. He was taken out of a storm, out of the black clouds from there. So now this is a story. Let us see how he was helped by this. Who was this mysterious pilot? The moon was coming up in the east behind me. The stars. The moon was coming up in the east behind me. So he was here. Direction is told. He was going to west side of west side. So the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There was not a cloud in the sky, and this pilot is telling his experience here, that this day was very clear, and clear sky was there. Stars, because this is the night time, not day, it was night time. Stars were shining very clearly, so there was not a single cloud in the sky. So I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane. So this pilot, he is moving, he is going in his old Dakota aeroplane over the France back to England. So he is going back to England over the France, flying over the France now this time, and want to go to England. I was dreaming of my holiday, looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So he was very happy. Pilot was very happy that today he is going back to England, and now he will be meeting his family. And when he saw time, it was morning time. It was 1:30 a.m. Okay, so this is morning time, and he was very happy that he is going back, and soon he will be in home. So now I should call Paris control soon. So this is when any pilot is going through the sky. So what they have to inform the control room. Okay, they have to contact, so that they can inform them that they are nearby the runway, and they can tell them the directions and the distance and all. I should call Paris control room. He thought that I will be now calling to Paris control room. And then I thought, as I looked down past the nose of aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me, because it was a very clear night. So he could see, he thought that he will be informing the Paris control room, and he could see the big city in front of him, the cities, the lights of the cities he could see. So he thought that he is now near to any city. I switched on a radio and said, Paris control Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. Over is to tell this is a way of talking of the pilot to the control room, that he tells his number, and then he tells that he is nearby to the distance, to that destiny, that is his England, that he is near to that, and now he is over with his talk. So this message he give to the Paris control room, that he is near to the destination. The voice from radio answered me immediately. So now naturally, when he is talking with the with that receptionist, maybe sitting over there, the person sitting over in the there, she answered the call of this man. It said that DS-088, can I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS-088 over. Only limited talk is there between this Paris control room and the pilot. He told that he is near to that place. So now this lady who answered his message, she told that now what you have to do is you have to take 12 degree to west. So take a turn. She guided him that okay, you are there, you take a turn now, 12 degree to west now. and this is over. Now this message was given to by this lady to the pilot. So this is now I check the map and the compass. If you can see, this compass is the this instrument is used to indicate the direction, to tell the direction. It is always in the aeroplane, it tells the direction, that whether the plane is going towards north, west, or south, or east. So now he checked the map and the compass and switched over to my second last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. So as instructed by the lady, he turned towards the west, and now this was the last fuel tank left in his aeroplane. I will be in time for breakfast. He said the last fuel tank is there and a little distance is left. So I will be well before breakfast. I will be at my home. He was very happy, I thought. A good big English breakfast. So he was imagining the breakfast and his family members. So everything till now was very well. It was very easy flight. He was very happy that soon he will be reaching to the destination, and there was no problem in the way. So Paris was about 150 behind me. So now he started from Paris. Now it was 150 kilometers he has come to that place. I saw clouds. Suddenly what he saw that there were clouds and storm clouds. They were huge, big sized clouds, the black clouds he could see in front of him. So quickly this critical moment came in front of him. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. So now when he saw these like big mountains, they were covering the, now vision was not clear because of these clouds. His vision was not clear. I knew I could not fly up and over them. I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to north to south. So when he saw this huge cloud over him, so he thought and that only little fuel was left in his plane, in his aeroplane. So he could not fly up or over or all south to west or north to or south, any direction. He could not move around these black clouds because there was not much fuel left in his aeroplane. So he was in confusion what to do now. I thought to go to Paris. Then he thought that he should go back to Paris, but because he has come 150 kilometers away now, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. So then he thought that because I can't go back to 150 kilometer now. I have to go home. I want breakfast with my family. So I will take the risk and will move forward. Then he thought, and then he straight moved towards those black clouds. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the plane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round. Compass which tells the direction. So when he saw that he wanted to go, now he could lost the compass, lost the balance. So it started twirling. It was moving very fast towards the all the direction. It was showing it was moving very fast, round and round it was turning. So he could not know which direction now he was going. He lost the directions. He forgot which direction now he has to go. So I was dead. He felt like next moment he will not be alive. He will die and it won't work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. Other instrument, whatever was there to be used for the protection, everything was dead. The quiz came out of balance. Everything became imbalanced within some moment. He could not understand. He could not handle the situation. So this moment he was feeling like something, like nothing can be done and he will be killed. So I tried the radio. So he tried the radio. He tried to give a signal to the control room that for the help. But here also he could not do. He tried, but here, Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer. So maybe now his signals were lost. Okay, his instrument had stopped working. Now the signals he tried Paris to make with Paris control room, but no one could hear. No signal was made. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. So now no radio, no signal, nothing was left. Now no compass was working. So now the poet said that he could not see anything, and he was lost in the storm. Now maybe soon he will fall down and he will be dying. So he was now afraid of that moment. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had, now see what happened suddenly, quickly something happened. He saw that there was another aeroplane in between the clouds, black clouds. Nothing else was visible, but he could see an aeroplane. He had no lights on its wing, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. Okay, so he saw that it was flying, and this aeroplane he could clearly see, and it was coming towards him. I could see the pilot face. He saw turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. When he saw this aeroplane was coming towards him, and the aeroplane through that he could see that the pilot was there. One pilot, he was waving towards him, and maybe he has come to his help. He was very happy that at least someone came there for the help. Follow me, he was saying. So with gestures only, this other pilot who was coming towards him, it said that you follow me, I will lead you further, as if it was making gestures. So he said him to follow him. He knows that I am lost, I thought. He's trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota, so that would be easier for me to follow him. I was happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child, because he was helpless. No option was there. When this strange aeroplane was leading to him. So he started following him. He was following without, like an obedient child, no option, because he was going towards in whatever direction, slowly towards the north side. He guessed that north side he was going, so he started following him. I was happy to go behind like the strange aeroplane, like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now there was only enough fuel in old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. Only he observed that only little fuel was left, and only 5 to 10 minutes he would be able to fly. I was standing to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down. I followed through the storm. So he thought that within 5-10 minutes he could not reach down on the earth. He won't be able to survive. But still with hope, he followed this aeroplane. Suddenly I came out of the clouds, and I saw 2 long straight lines of the lights in front of me. It was runaway. So slowly some hope came to him. He saw a runway. Runway is where the aeroplanes take off on these runways. So he saw that there through the cloud he saw these 2 lines of straight lines of the runway he could see, and he was happy. Wow, this was runway and airport. I was safe. So it means I was safe. Now I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. He tried to look towards the other pilot, that you lead me, and because of you I am on the safe place. Now when he looked towards that pilot, no pilot was there. Sky was empty, aeroplane was gone, and the man was gone. There was nothing else left. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. So it was gone, and he could not see where it has gone. But he was relaxed that at least he was safe. So when this pilot came there, when it landed safely on this his destination, he was not sorry to walk away from old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked a woman in control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me strangely and laughed. When he safely landed, and his old Dakota near the control tower he was left, and he safely landed the aeroplane. Then he went inside the control tower. He tried to talk with the lady, that tell me who this other pilot was who was leading me. Now this lady, because I want to thank that person. Now this lady who was sitting there, when she heard that other one, she looked strangely that whom you are talking. She started laughing over this man, that how he was talking, what he was talking. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. Now this lady was surprised. What she said, another aeroplane? Are you crazy? Up there is a storm in the sky and you are asking for another aeroplane there? No other airplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. Radar is this radar. It means instrument to detect any flying or aeroplane. So this lady who said that on radar I could see, yours was the only aeroplane. No other aeroplane there was there in this stormy night. So why are you asking like that? So who helped me to survive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel to my tanks? He was very surprised. He said, my compass was not working. I had no signal and no fuel was left even. I would have been fallen down after some time. Then who this pilot was? Who showed me the way? Who this strange person whose black aeroplane was aeroplane I was following, who this man was? He was very surprised. He was trying to understand and he was trying to guess that without lights aeroplane who this was and who this man was who saved his life. He was very thankful to this man, but because he did not know who he was and from where he came, where he went, so he was very surprised over. So this mystery remained there only. He could not know who this actually this man. It is left to you who this man would have been and why did he help him. Okay, think about this ending. I will be asking you some questions regarding the ending only later on. Okay, thank you for watching the video. I hope you understood it. Thank you.